case, People versus James Raggett.
This judge is moving fast. Notice how every defendant here is dealing with license-related issues, classic traffic court rhythm. And remember, when a judge sets a new date but continues bond, that means the defendant stays free for now.
This is the public defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Raggett. Say your name, sir. Your Honor, this was been adjourned because Mr. Raggett's doing an assessment for plea negotiation purposes. I have not received Mr. Raggett has completed it. I just haven't received it from Mr. Statman, who is completing it. So
November 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continues. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Jarrell Sewell.
Good evening, Your Honor. J. Grant Miller, P58658, on behalf of Mr. Sewell, who is also on Zoom.
Sewell, state your name.
Jarrell Sewell.
Thank you.
Okay, pause. Did you catch that? The attorney basically admits he sent his discovery request to the wrong place. Happens more often than you'd think, but it can delay a case by weeks. What would you do if your lawyer said this in court?
Sir. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, I'll let the people go, Your Honor.
What are we doing?
Sir, this is a pretrial, and I haven't heard from you regarding this case. I didn't know you were of counsel. If your client is able to obtain a license, you'd be able to have a reduction to a civil infraction.
Your Honor, and I apologize, this is my first Pittsfield Township ticket case now that I've gone to Washtenaw. So my discovery request wasn't sent to the correct place. So I don't have the videos referenced in the paper discovery.
Got it. I'll adjourn this matter then to November 19th, 2025. Let you guys talk, let you get all the discovery. 9
Thank you, Your
a.m.
Honor.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sewell.
Thank you.
Yeah. Court calls case People versus Kent Robinson.
Township.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Mr. Robinson, who
He's here.
yeah, I noticed. I saw him.
Unmute. You need to turn on your camera, Mr. Robinson. Then state your name.
Ken Robinson.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. We have discussed this, and Mr. Robinson was asking for an adjournment of a couple months. I believe he needs to financially get some stuff together, or November 19th, before to bring us back then, but we are asking for an adjournment. So,
Well, I'll give him.
We're starting to see a pattern today. Everyone needs an adjournment, and everyone needs just a little more time to fix something. But judges don't hand out endless extensions. Listen closely. This is where patience starts wearing thin.
I've been giving a lot of time. We need to get something done on this.
I understand.
So this will really be the last adjournment, but I'll make it to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You said December 3rd?
December 3rd.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Court calls the case of People versus Christopher Slater.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Mr. Slater, who should be present via Zoom. Sir, present.
Mr. Slater?
Yes.
All right. Need a camera. Oh, there we go. All right. State your name, sir.
Christopher Slater.
Thank you. What are we doing?
Thank you. We're also requesting an adjournment in this matter. He and I did speak, and he is working on getting his license.
December.
This right here is critical. When a defendant doesn't show up and has no explanation, judges almost always issue a warrant. Even a simple traffic case can instantly escalate into a $5,000 problem. Skipping court? Not worth it.
December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continues. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Slater. Take care. Court calls case People versus Jason Smith.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, state your name for the record, please.
He's not here.
All right, no,
Jason Smith, no response.
no explanation has been to appear today. I did speak with him. He's working on getting his license.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond $5,000. I'll give a 10% privilege on that. That warrant will issue immediately. Court calls the case of the people versus Wayne Telema.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Telema. Say your name, please, sir.
Yeah, Wayne Telemack.
You got him?
Yes.
Okay. All right, what are we doing?
Mr. Telema is waiting on a date before the Restoration Board. Once he gets that date, we can resolve this case. It's just a matter of receiving it.
Got it. Okay. I'll adjourn the matter then. December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll get it by then. All right. Thank you, Mr. Telemack. Take care.
You too.
Court calls the case, People versus Stephen Trent.
Henry Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Mr. Trent. Your Honor, Mr. Trent has given me permission to admit responsibility on his behalf.
That's correct, Your Honor. And we get count two of double parking. If you accept the admission, you dismiss from the charge.
And Ms. Perroni, client having given you authority to do so, do you admit responsibility to the fact that on February 5th, 2025, location of Ellsworth Road in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that they double parked a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Court will accept the admission to count two. Count one is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When can that be paid?
He's asking for 4 weeks, Your Honor.
Okay. Pay it by November 21st. Court calls case People versus Curie Vickerson.
Henry Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Mr. Vickerson. I do not have an explanation for the.
Being no response, bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond $5,000. 10%. That warrant will issue immediately. Court does call the case of the People versus Marius Warren.
Henry Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
This is Good afternoon. Mr. Warren. You would present via Zoom? Yes, sir. Sorry, can you say your whole name for the court? I apologize for interrupting you.
Marius Warren.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're asking for an adjournment in this matter as well. I might be wrong, but I thought this was the first pre-trial. Okay, awesome. I'm asking for an adjournment so that Mr. Warren can work on getting his license.
Adjourned November 19, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continue. All right. Thank you, Mr. Warren.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case of the People versus Shania Williams.
Henry Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Ms. Williams.
Ms. Williams, state your name, please.
Shania Williams.
Thank you.
Ms. Williams says she has paid off 3 tickets, has 2 more to go, 1 in Westland and 1 in Detroit. So she is making progress towards getting her license. I'm asking for an adjournment.
How much more time you need, Ms. Williams?
So, okay, so with the one in Westland, it's like 5 tickets in one, which is $9.16, and then the one in Detroit is $150. So I'm going to pay the one in Detroit off as soon as possible, and then obviously, honestly, I'm not good with timing, but I know I just started another job, so it's kind of like an on and off thing. So I've been trying to make it my priority to get it done.
Okay. In other words, you don't know, but that's all right. I'll give you the adjournment. I know you're working hard on it, so I'll adjourn it to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Let's see if we can get it done by then. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Simpson. Have a good day.
You do the same. Court calls the case. People versus Walter Woodard.
Henry Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Is that him? Okay.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Woodard, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Hello, Your Honor. Walter Woodard. Michael Woodard.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm respectfully requesting an adjournment, candidly, as long as the court would possibly allow. Mr. Woodard states to me that what's keeping his license suspended is a situation involving a civil judgment, that he has been speaking with plaintiff's counsel regarding a payment plan that still needs to be filed to the court, and he is waiting on that.
And then you have to release.
Agreed to by the judge already.
Yes, but it needs to be filed with the court. So that before
They have to do the
Yes.
release with the court.
Yes.
Okay. Is that civil judgment out of this court that's holding it, or is it out of another court?
I do not believe it's this court, Your Honor. Is it 14A1?
Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, I keep coming into this building with these clerks.
So, but, right, it may be that it's a 14A case. I was just wondering I wanted to make sure it wasn't a civil judgment somewhere else, but I got you.
No, it's in Washtenaw County, Your Honor.
So I'll adjourn the matter to December 3rd,
Thank you, Your Honor.
2025, 9 a.m.
You think they'll respond by then? And
Let's hope.
Yes. Thank you, sir. We're all set for today.
thank you, Your Honor.
Here's that.
Thank you.
Day in the neighborhood. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen.
You too.
You too.
Thank you.
Court does call the case of the people versus Alan Trume.
Good afternoon, Simpson on behalf of Mr. Tremue. Say your name for the record, sir, please.
Alan Eugene Tremue here.
Okay.
Your Honor, so there are two cases set before you. One is a pretrial. If Your Honor wants to discuss that one first, he should have a valid license. And we ask
A
that
license one,
if the court.
yes, he has a valid license.
And excellent. I moved at count 2 in case 1535 of double parking. And of course, if you accept that admission, move to dismiss the original charge. In addition, if you accept that admission, I move to dismiss case 1536.
Got it. Okay. Mr. Kearney, that's what he wants to do.
Yes, sir.
And sir, do you admit responsibility to the fact that you double parked a motor vehicle in Pittsfield Township on Ellsworth Road on the date of September 10th, 2025?
Yes, sir.
All right. Court will accept the admission to count 2. In 1535, count 1 is dismissed. And in the other case, 1536 is dismissed also. So that's fines and costs of $180. When can you get that paid?
In a few weeks, I can.
In a few weeks?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what few means, but can you get it paid by, say, November 7th?
Yes.
Big moment here. Operating while intoxicated Michigan's OWI is no small charge. Up to 93 days in jail, huge fines, and mandatory conditions. And notice how the judge lays it out clearly so the defendant can't claim confusion later. Smart.
We need more time. You can?
Probably a little
Okay.
bit more time. I get a check every 2 weeks.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're looking at I got you. So get it paid by November 21st.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Calls the case. People versus Kamani Word.
And that's all on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Kimani Word.
All right. So Word, you're here on an arraignment on a misdemeanor complaint. That complaint alleges that on or about August 24, 2025, at a location of Packard Road near Woodland Hills Drive in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan, that you did operate a motor vehicle while intoxicated. Do you understand the nature of that charge, sir?
Yes, sir.
That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail, up to a $500 fine plus court costs. The court could order community service and any rehabilitative programs the court deems necessary. The court could immobilize your vehicle, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand all of that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. First question I have for you is, do you wish to be represented by an attorney? This is a public defender case.
Assistant
Yes, sir.
Public Defender Nat Sorry, Mr. Word. Assistant Public Defender Natalie Patewood, and on behalf of Mr. Word, we would waive any further reading. My client stands mute. I would ask for an adjourned pretrial date, and that as well as a PR bond.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be adjourned to November 5th, 2025, 9 a.m. Or as your invite indicates, alleged BAC in this matter?
Blood draw .128. There was a crash that involved him hitting a curb, which resulted in a flat tire.
Got it.
Not a slow impact.
But no priors.
No.
Bond in this case will be set in the amount of $15,000. Personal recognizance. All other standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
There's also to be no alcohol, no use of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drug. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
I also am going to order that you report over to the Department of Community Corrections within the next 24 hours for placement on the SoberLink testing device.
Yes, sir.
All right. I think that does it.
Oh, Your Honor, if I may, Mr. Word, after tomorrow when you go to Community Corrections to get your SoberLink, can you also please sometime tomorrow call the main office for the public defenders and give them your phone number? And if they ask who they talk to or whatever, just say Natalie.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Court policy case of the people versus Roman.
I have to spell this for the people.
Good afternoon. This is the public defender Lauren Harden on behalf of Mr. Hop. Mr. Hop, state your name for the record.
Ramon Hop.
Your Honor, this is the defendant's motion for a bond reduction. I will, I suppose, rely for the most part on the writing. The main and primary reason we're asking for a bond reduction is that Mr. Hop has secured housing. So I have been in contact with, close contact with the CMH caseworker. He has followed up with me, I would say almost weekly, since he's been retained, or since Mr. Hop was remanded at his last final settlement conference on this case. There was a period where we thought that time was up. That lease had expired because he wasn't living in it. However, we have heard and confirmed with Avalon Housing that if he is released, he does still have that housing. As the court knows, Avalon provides wraparound services, including case management, and helps tenants coordinate necessary services. So that is provided at Avalon. He is, as I mentioned.
This is where things get intense. The defense argues homelessness plus mental health plus new housing equals reasons to release him. The prosecution counters with violence, prior assaults, and victim fear. This is exactly the kind of clash judges weigh carefully: safety versus second chances.
Really engaged with CMH. And again, his caseworker has been really helpful. So I would ask for the court to consider a reduction. His bond is denied on this file. The reason was because he picked up a felony. That felony is in the circuit court. On that file, he has a $1,000, I think 10% bond. Yes, $1,000, 10%. So given all that, I would ask the court to consider changing his bond. He has been in for 69 days as of today. He's been homeless for a very long time. A lot of his cases stem from his homelessness and his mental health. However, getting him housing, making sure he's engaged in mental health services, I think is going to really improve Mr. Hop's ability to be in the community.
Response.
Your Honor, while out on bond on this case, the defendant did pick up a felony. It's an assaultive felony. He threatened someone with a knife while he was at an Ann Arbor party store, or outside of the party store, rather. The defendant does have prior convictions involving violence and assaultive crimes. I believe in 2019, he was convicted of assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder, or by strangulation. And in 2018, malicious telephone use. The underlying case here is not assault towards a person, but does involve the defendant who's being observed on video camera doing these activities, destroying the doorbell camera and an angel statue of his parents at their home. So I believe the bond is appropriately set as denied. He was out on bond for this type of case and then picked up a case involving violence towards a person, not just an object. And I believe that I will let the court know that I handled the felony at exam. The victim did appear and the case was bound over with a waiver. I will also inform the court, it's my understanding from Ms. Roddy, who's spoken with the victims in this case, they do not want the defendant to be released. They have great concerns about him. No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. I think the motion to reduce bond or to give bond at this instance, I'm going to deny that until we can put other things in place. I'd also like to know whether or not he was under. These incidents are occurring, but what I cannot track is what his treatment, what he was doing in terms of treatment and medication and services at each juncture. You know what I mean? Because I can't tell whether what triggered this was a lack of those things. There are other things that aren't being addressed. So at this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deny the request for the reduction in bond. At some point, I will consider release the defendant on a PR, but with the GPS tether, but I have to have a greater handle on that. And certainly, I think we're set Friday.
Yes.
So if that information can get to me, I will be more than happy to take another look at this.
Okay.
Let the people at Avalon know that. Okay? All right.